Anthropic just announced Claude for creative work. Partnerships with Blender, Adobe, Autodesk, Ableton, and Splice. Claude can now control Photoshop, generate 3D models in Blender, create music in Ableton, and automate entire creative pipelines. This changes everything for designers, musicians, 3D artists, and video editors. Here's what you need to know. Claude for creative work is Anthropic's push to integrate Claude directly into the tools creative professionals already use. Not a separate app, not a chatbot you copy paste from. Claude working inside your actual creative software. The key insight from Anthropic: Claude can't replace taste or imagination, but it can handle the parts of the creative process that eat up time. Repetitive tasks, format conversion, batch processing, learning new tools, writing scripts and plugins. The grunt work that takes hours and adds zero creative value. That's what Claude handles now, directly inside the tools you already know. Audio and music first. Ableton integration. Claude now has access to official Ableton Live and push documentation. Ask it how to set up a sidechain compressor, how to map a macro to a specific parameter, how to automate a filter sweep. Claude answers with exact steps grounded in the actual documentation, not hallucinated guesses. And Splice integration, which search royalty-free samples directly inside a Claude conversation. Describe the sound you want. Claude searches Splice's library and suggests samples that match. No more browsing through thousands of samples hoping to find the right kick drum. Describe it in words. Claude finds it. Visual design. Adobe Creative Cloud integration gives Claude access to over 50 tools: Photoshop, Premiere, After Effects, Illustrator, Express. Claude can generate scripts, automate workflows, and handle batch processing across the entire Adobe suite. Need to resize 200 images for social media? Claude writes the Photoshop script. Need to color grade 50 clips consistently? Claude handles it in Premiere. Affinity by Canva takes it further, automating repetitive production tasks like batch adjustments, layer renaming, and asset organization. The boring production work that takes hours gets handled in minutes. And Claude Design, a new capability where Claude visualizes design options and exports them directly to tools like Canva. Describe what you want. See variations. Pick one. Export. Design ideation without opening a design tool first. 3D and animation is where this gets wild. Blender integration gives Claude a natural language interface to Blender's Python API. Instead of learning Blender's complex interface, which takes months, you describe what you want, and Claude generates the Python scripts to build it. Create a low-poly mountain landscape with procedural textures. Claude writes the code. Blender executes it. Autodesk Fusion integration lets you create and modify 3D CAD models through conversation. Engineers and product designers can prototype through natural language. Describe a bracket with specific dimensions. Claude generates it in Fusion. SketchUp integration converts Claude's descriptions into 3D modeling starting points. Describe a building layout. Get a 3D model you can refine. And Resolume Arena, real-time visual performance control through natural language. VJs and live performers can control visual effects by talking to Claude during a show. 5 creative capabilities across all these integrations. 1. Tool mastery. Claude acts as an expert tutor for any creative software. Don't spend hours watching tutorials. Ask Claude how to do exactly what you need in the tool you're using and get step-by-step guidance grounded in real documentation. 2. Code generation. Claude writes scripts, plugins, and procedural systems through Claude Code. Automate anything that's repetitive. 3. Pipeline management. Claude translates between formats and synchronizes assets across applications. Move work between Blender, Photoshop, and Premiere without manual export import cycles. 4. Ideation. Claude Design generates visual options, variations, and concepts you can iterate on before touching any tool. 5. Automation. Batch processing, repetitive production tasks, file organization, everything that doesn't require creative judgment. Anthropic is also partnering with RISD, Ringling College, and Goldsmiths University to bring this to creative education. This isn't experimental. This is production ready, inside the tools professionals use every day. Full details on Anthropic's blog. Link in the description. Comment a create, and I'll send you the complete guide with every integration, setup instructions, and example workflows for each creative tool. All 4 guides in the description. Subscribe for more.